guys, welcome back to Derby Koi. It's the weekend, so I thought I'd give you a bit of a quick update. Let's get in here in a minute, let's put the lights on. There we go. Right, first thing I want to say, if some of you may know, recently I had a birthday, and I woke up on the morning and to my surprise, Graham had actually put a community post out, which I wasn't expecting. And when I got up and checked, I had a load of messages to wish me happy birthday, so that was a very pleasant surprise. So I want to say a big thank you to everybody who sent me birthday messages on YouTube and Facebook. I really do appreciate it. I had a great day. Unfortunately I was at work, but when I got home I had a lovely evening, meal, birthday cake. Yeah, so that was great. I did have a couple of presents to help me with my hobby in YouTube. One of them was from Bisley. It was this. This is actually a light. Let me try and turn it on. Yeah, so this is the light he bought me, as you can see, and it's fully adjustable. All your intensity, your lumens, your intensity and percentage, and I can change colour on it as well if I want to. So it goes like all the way through the spectrum, from red, yellow, green, blue, purple, green, and everything else, all the colour in between. And what this does, this actually fits on top of my camera, which will help with recording. If you noticed recently, we've done a pond visit, had a fantastic day up to Vincent Twisted Koi, and I did a bit of recording inside of his models and stuff, and unfortunately it came out a little bit dark on the camera. I did try and up it in, or grounded up it a little bit in the editing, but if I had this at the time, it's only a little thing, very light, and it fits on top of the camera, that really would have helped. And when I'm in here, sometimes it can get a bit dark, or if anything happens overnight, it'll be outside. So yeah, that just clips on there with a hot shoe, just hot shoe clip, or you can go onto a tripod with the thread at the bottom. So yeah, that's really good, and it's fully rechargeable on there. So that was from Bisley. The other thing, when I had, I've mentioned in the past, I've got an Osmo action camera I now use for most of my recording, and Graham actually bought me a new case for it, because the one I had originally was just a skeleton case to hold it in so I can use it on the tripod and selfie stick. But the new one he's bought me, again, it's a skeleton one, but it actually it's got the hot shoe adapters for these things, for these type of things. So it comes with two, I think, two. So I can put it on the top of the camera, at the side of the camera, something like that, so either way around. Once I've got the one on, if I have a microphone on there that takes a hot shoe adapter, I can fit that on there as well. So, but again, so easy to put on and off. In fact, if I just stick it on now, right, we don't distract the camera too much. Okay, so I'm going to put that on. Put that on. Oh. Here's my okay, so if I turn the lights off in here, there you go. So the lights off. I can find the on switch from here. There you go. That's the light on. That's very low intensity at the moment. I think it's only at 7%. That needs altering up, but then so the difference between that and that is quite a bit. So if I can up the intensity, but it's difficult with seeing the other side of the camera, it's just going to be a bit of extra light. So yeah, very happy with that. So I just thought I'd share that with you. So now let's turn this off and get this back off here. I'll be back with you in a second. Right. Yeah. So thank you, Graham and Bisley, for those presents. Really appreciate it. And again, all your messages, and that was really, I really appreciate it, and thank you so much. Right, my usual thing, my name is the temperature. Pond's at 6 degrees and the filter rate's at 9.9, and outside temperature is about the same. It's about 10 degrees, to be honest. Talking of temperatures and things like that, when I had my visit from the crazy couple, Vince and Stu, so Vincent from Twisted Koi and Stu from Surrey Koi, I had a fantastic day, absolutely fantastic day. Never stopped laughing. It was constant constant laughing all the way. I really had a great day. So again, thank you both for coming down and bringing your partners as well. We had a great day meeting you all, and a good time at Twisted Koi. But one thing Stu did bring down for me, he bought me a present apart from the mug. So let me spin you around and I'll show you what present he bought me. Right, I've only just put it up, so it's recalibrating itself. He bought me this, a barometer. I set the pressure, I check what pressure we're at the moment on there. Temperature's just setting itself up, it's saying at 10 degrees, so that one's saying 9.4, so it's setting itself up at the moment. No idea what that is yet, I need to read that. But I did set the pressure up off the app online. It says we're at 10:35, so I've set that up. And what that's telling me is that it's going to be saying the pressure is rising, because it's yesterday I checked it yesterday, it was actually lower. So the pressure's rising means we're going to have some coming in for some sunshine. And when I check my app, it's saying tomorrow we're going to have some sunshine, so it looks like it could be right. So again, Stu, thanks for that, absolutely fantastic. Let me spin you back around. Right, yeah, so again, thanks again for that, Stu. You know me, I love me temperatures. I said it is changing, it is the barometer is moving as it's sort of calibrating itself up. But looking at it, it is changing, as I said, and I know Stu and Vince are coming over this way again very shortly, not to visit me. I think they're going to have to see another tuber, another koi tuber, and maybe pop into Twisted Koi, things like that. So I know they're coming over in the area again, so my barometer is changing to craziness. So yeah, fantastic. Right, moving on. Talking and moving on, my fish. Some of you might be aware of, I'm having a couple of fish from Vincent Twisted Koi, which I'll be picking up in April. A beautiful platinum ogon, Deutz platinum ogon, sorry, and a chiba. Can't wait to get those. And if you watched, I think it was my last video when I had the Vincent Stew down, we went to Twisted Koi. I actually had a couple of purchases there as well. A lovely kitsuri and a little goshki. And again, Vince, thank you so much. He kindly offered, because I'm obviously, you see, 6 degrees, it'd be no good here. I couldn't have brought them here. But obviously Vince has got his grow on set up, and he kindly offered to take them back, because he purchased some as well. He kindly offered to take them back with him and keep them in there until I pick my other fish up in April. So when the temperature up in the pond, I can bring them all back in one. So that being said, I do want to move some of my fish on. So I'll take it to the pond. Hopefully they'll come out. The covers are still on, I've lifted them up. Hopefully they'll come over and we can see which ones are in there. And I can point out which ones I want to move on. And I can give you some of the reasons why I want to move them on, things like that. So yeah, let's go over to the pond and we'll have a look. Okay, so we're at the pond. Right, first one. Where is he? If you can see him, it's just there. That one was my goshki. It's just that one there. It's my goshki. Obviously you can see he's lost a lot of the colour. All the benny's gone. He's now just black, grey with a tiny bit of light yellow coming on. He's put some good size on, to be honest, the time I've had him, or her, whatever it is. But unfortunately it's not what I want. For whatever reason, it's lost its colour. So yeah, that's one I want to move on. I'm not happy with. One I'm not moving on but I'm happy with is there. I purchased that as a Hayatsuri, and as you can see, it's no longer Hayatsuri, it is now a high shower, and in fact it's turned into an absolutely beautiful little fish. Yeah, someone had it was a Hayatsuri. I purchased a Hayatsuri. I don't know if Vince is going to take credit for saying no, it's not, it's a high shower. Cheers, Vince. Yes, he was right. That's turned into a high shower, but I'll say he's turned into a nice little fish, so I'm keeping that one. Another one I'm going to move on is that one just there, the orange and black one. That was bought as a kuhaku or kuhaku. Where's he gone? Oh, it's just under there. He's just coming out over there, just down there. Again, not happy with the quality of it. Again, I mentioned in the past I bought it. My first lot of fish was from a certain company I'm not going to name, that I was told it was high grade Japanese, and it clearly wasn't, because very poor growth on it, and not the best of patterning and colouring on it. So that one I'd like to move on. So there's the two. Oh, the other one is that one there. I don't know if you can see him just swimming off. That one was a Ginrin Kuhaku. Again from the same place. As I said, I purchased it supposedly a high grade Japanese koi, and it turns out it wasn't high grade, and it certainly wasn't Japanese. So it's coming back round just over there somewhere. He's actually turned, he or she has completely lost all its colour. It's just white now. So I do want to move that on. I'm not happy with the growth again, and definitely not happy with the colouring pattern on him. So it's a nice little fish, but obviously I've got my platinum ogon there at the top. That's my platinum ogon. This is the one I want to move on. Get a bit closer. So that's the one I'm moving on. I've got my platinum ogon here, and I've got a Deutsch platinum ogon coming, so a really nice Deutsch platinum ogon coming. So that one and the platinum, but that one's going to go, not the Kujaku. That one there. So there's the three so far. I'm undecided on the fourth, if there is going to be a fourth. I was thinking just over there, the Goromo, again same company, but I'm not sure about that one. He is turning some nice little fish, so I may leave him to see how he progresses and if he changes any more. But definitely the three. Not sure about the Goromo, as I say. So I want to move those on. I was actually going to bowl them up this weekend and get them in the bowl, take some pictures of them and see what they're like. But the temperature, as I say, the water's at 6 and it's not much higher outside at the moment. In fact, it's saying 8 degrees outside, so yeah, not as high as I'd like. So there he is, that's the other one I saw, that's the one that's going. So I think I want to leave it till next week, because my app on my phone is saying next week we're going to be up to about 11 or 12 on the weekend, so that might be a better day to get them out. Now I have got various people who live around here who've got ponds. I've spoken to them, and some of them suggest they're interested in taking them off my hands. So I'm going to take a couple of next week. I'll take them out, take a couple of pictures, and then they can decide who wants what. There's 2 or 3 people, so they, whether one has all of them or one each or whatever they want, I'll move them on that way, and then that'll give me the room I want for the summer, spring and summer, when I get my new fish. Their temperatures of the ponds, I've asked them what their pond temperatures are. They're not heated, and they are, a couple of them are covered, so the temperature's about the same as mine, so that shouldn't be an issue moving them over this time of year. But yeah, so I just wanted to show you those. So not the best of views at the moment, but when I get them out next week, hopefully you get a better view of them, and you'll see why I want to move them on. I also want to get my Kujaku out next week when I get him out. Just check him over, 'cause it's been a while since I've had him out, since he had that issue. And when Vince was here last week, we did notice, well, Vince mentioned it and I did notice the day before, that he did have a couple of raised scales on there, but they seem to, looking at them, they seem to have gone back down. But I want to get him out, check sure there's no issues, and if I have to, I can treat him while he's out. And yeah, so we'll go on from there. And he's coming back around again. Let's have a quick look at him. If you can see him, he's coming around. But yeah, any scales he had raised are no longer raised, so he's looking really good. So yeah. Oh, thank you. Oh, spill that on there. Thank you very much. Somebody just brought me a nice cup of coffee out from Twisted Koi. Very limited edition, this mug. As I said, he's changed his name. And yes, I love koi. So have a quick slurp of this. Oh jeez, that's hot. And he's forgot the bloody sugar. No words in it. Yeah, so there is the 3, possibly 4. I'll get all 4 out and look at the Goromo and make a decision next week. 60% sure I'm going to keep him for now. I'm about 60% on the Goromo, but the rest I definitely want to move on. So yeah, right, let's move on. Right, while I'm out in the cold, we'll just have a pop round the back now. Now, I've mentioned that I'd want to do some fry this year. I'm hoping to do some fry. When Vince and Stu came round, we came round here and had a look. And various chats with various people, mainly Vince. I had a quick chat with Vince and Stu. Right, got this tub here. What I was thinking to do, I was going to do a lot of work around here to do it. But I've got a bit of a chat with Vince and Graham, whatever else, and he's brought me down to earth a little bit. And I think he's right. I think they're right. Originally, I was going to build a big structure here and build a big tank here and everything else, and do loads of stuff. But what I've decided to do, I am going to do something, but I don't want to rush into it and build something here, big thing. I spent a lot of money on roofing and whatever else, and all this stuff, and you know, extra tanks and extra filtration and pumps and everything else, and then find out it's not quite for me. It's not what I wanted or what I thought it was going to be. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to keep this one for now. I'm going to set this one up. I have got the opportunity of an easy pod from somebody. I have said yes, I would like it when I'm set up. Hopefully by then it's available, and then I want to set this up with an easy pod. So I'll have the one tank, hopefully an easy pod, and hopefully it's gravity fed, and then I can pump it back. Then I'm thinking of building myself a smaller upflow filter. So I'm going to put it here. My tank will be somewhere here, and the easy pod will be at the side maybe, because I obviously got my drying here, so easy access for that. So it'll be easy pod, tank. Then from the easy pod, somewhere on the wall, I'll have a upflow filter. So it'll pump from the easy pod through an upflow filter, and then maybe into a small homemade backy shower back into the tank. Just something easy. And then obviously I want to cut all these trees back, because I've come right here. You can actually see the overhang on these conifers here. I have spoken to the neighbour over the back, over there, and he's more than happy to trim them back. He said, yeah, whatever I've got to do, he's happy. He doesn't see this side, so we don't care really. So I can trim all those back, it's not a problem. And I may even just put a small canopy of something on, just to stop stuff, you know, give it a bit of protection for now. And if, as I'm going through the year, when hopefully I can get this set up pretty soon, for the start of the season, and get some fry, potentially from Adam Buyer. I know Vince had somebody who's had some good things, and he did recommend getting some fry from Adam Buyer. So that's what I'm thinking of at the moment. Start off with small at that. I know it's not the biggest of tanks, but I can get hold of a IBC at a later date if I need it. For now, if once they're in here they start to grow and get a bit too big for the tank, I can easily swap it over for an ISB and then run it into an ISB for now. And if it's somewhere at the end of the year, I think, yeah, I really enjoyed doing that. I really like that. I'm happy to do that again. I'm not in it to make money. I just want to do it for the experience and then move them on, whether I give them away or whatever I do with them. Hopefully keep some. I get some nice ones out of there. I know, as you can see, Vince has had some stunners. If you've been over to his channel, he's had some absolutely crackers. So yeah, there might be some good keepers there, and I can move some on. And if it's something I enjoy, then I can spend a little bit more money and do something bigger and better. Build a better structure, actually build a tank here, a permanent tank type thing. So at the moment, it's just going to be that, I think, off an easy pod, possibly into an upflow filter, and possibly into a shower. Don't know exactly. Definitely not. I think definitely if I can get hold of it, 100% it'll be the easy pod, because I'm very happy with the easy pods. As you know, I use that one on my main pond. So yeah, be that one, and either into a upflow filter and a shower, or just one or the other. Not decided yet, but that's the plans for here. Hopefully I can get that sorted soon. I'm going to start looking into that now. Pipe work and bits and pieces needed. I don't want to spend an absolute fortune because I haven't got it. Yeah, as always, I'm on a budget, so yeah, get on with that. I know some of the bits I have got, I've had kindly gently given to me. Vince, fantastic mate, you give me some connections for the upflow filter, so I appreciate that. And I've had some other little bits and pieces I've got left over from various jobs, and I've had a couple of things given me, so that's a project for getting on pretty soon. But at the moment it's too bloody cold, so I'm looking in to get bits and pieces, so that'll be done soon. So there's another one done. Okay, let's get back around to the main pond. So it's going, and get that coffee down my neck. Hello, boy. That's oi. Busy's come out to see me, and because I've got a coffee, he's got his mug out here as well. Let's see what. Oh, look at that. So, in Busy's mug. Go on in, boy. He loves a bonio. Okay, back in the filter house. I don't know if you can hear it, but got my easy pod boiling. Once that's done, I'm going to boil the upflow filter, and I've got my floss to clean out in there. So while that's boiling, a couple of things I want to say. Talk about pond visits. As you know, I already did one this year to Vincent Twisted Koi. I definitely want to do some more this year, and I don't want to just do YouTubers. I do want to do YouTubers obviously, but I want to do non-YouTubers as well, and get to see other people's ponds that we don't see a lot of. So I am looking at doing that. Don't know where yet. I've had a couple of people asked if I can go over, which are fairly local, so I'm hoping to do those pretty soon. But if you have got a pond that you'd like me to do a pond visit at, get in touch with me, and hopefully at some point I can come over and see you. I might do, you know, a couple in a day if they're in the same area. Can't promise that I'm going to get to everybody, but I am going to try and get around to a few this year. I would like to do a lot more. And also the shows, I'm going to definitely be doing some shows this year. There's the BKKS. I don't know if that's back in Coventry this year, I'm not sure where that's going to be, but if it is, I'll be there. And I want to try and get down to the Nationals. It was in Kent last year, I'm assuming it's going to be the same again. Last year I did one in the Midlands, over at Wolverhampton Dudley Way. Nice little show there. If that's on again, I'll go to that one, and some others, but I'll see what's around. So yeah, hopefully I can do that and meet some people. As I said, if you want me to do a little visit for you, and you're not too far away, unfortunately, you know, I mean, I went you know, a couple of hours drive, I don't mind, but hopefully I can get to you. But if you do want to get in touch with me, I said you can get in touch with me on Facebook, or by email. And talking of Facebook, I have got obviously a Facebook account on there, and it's really took off recently. I've had a really good response on there. I've got lots of messages, lots of, you know, I want to thank everybody for all your messages. You send me some ideas talking about the fry tank and various things when I was doing my filter house up and whatever else. You give me ideas and hints and tips and things like that. And you're also sending pics on there as well, some pictures of what jobs you're doing, your filters and upgrades and ponds and things like that. So please keep them coming, and if anybody else out there wants to send me a message or a picture or whatever else, or you got an idea, or you can help out in any way, or I can help you in any way, get in touch with me on Facebook. I'd really appreciate that. It'd be nice to see you and hear from you. Yeah, so right, what else? Oh yes, I want to do a quick shout out. I recently put a community post out for Martyn's Koi Pond and Garden. I'll put a link down below. He was very close to his 500 subscribers, so I'll put a post out, and he's getting very close now. I think he's around the 491 or 492 at the moment, and by the time you see this, I'm hoping he'd have hit the 500 and gone past that. But if you haven't subscribed already, pop over, check him out. He is doing a pond build at the moment, and he's doing a cracking job. He's done his own DIY filter, and if he can get that, you know, he's having a few issues with it, but if he can get that sorted, it's going to be a cracker. So pop on over, check him out, hopefully give him a sub and tell him that Best Business sent you. I'm sure he'd appreciate it. And yeah, so let me get all these filters sorted and I'll come back to you. Right, while this is boiling, just very quickly, one thing, a job I have got to do, which I recently found out. When I boil it, obviously the water's up here and I leave it boiling for 15-20 minutes. I have to come back after about, you know, probably less than 10 minutes, because the water in here has actually dropped. So all I'm putting that down to is the seals in this slide valve have gone. It's not that old and it doesn't get that much use, so I couldn't understand why. And I was actually talking to Vince when he came around the weekend. He actually mentioned it to me, and he said he's having pretty hard with his slide valve. When it's under pressure, because this is pump fed, not gravity fed obviously, when I close the valve off, when this is under pressure, it can actually pop the seal in here somewhere because of the pressure. And because obviously I'm filling up with water, I need to close this before I turn the pump off, and if I'm not quick enough, obviously that's damaged the seals in here. So that's the job I've got to do. I want to get a couple of sets of seals, obviously a new one, and I have a spare one, and hopefully that'll cure that. So yeah, if your pump got a slide valve and it's under pressure, when you close the valve, it can, if it's under too much pressure, it can actually damage the seals. So that's something I didn't know, so something I've got to get onto. So yeah, as you can see, this has been boiling now for, I don't know, 10 minutes, and it's just dropping. As you see, I'm just dropping down there, so I've got to open it back up and put the pump back on a little bit to raise the water back up so we can boil some more. So got to get that sorted. Right, water filter's done, up and running again. That's all good. Yeah, so with the fry setup, I'm thinking about, if you've got any inputs or opinions or suggestions, what you think, I'd really appreciate them. So always stick them down in the comments. So as I said, I just want to start off small to see if it's something that I'm going to enjoy and the part of the hobby that I want to get into. I'm hoping I will, because it does look really interesting, and I'm hopefully I'm going to do it and enjoy it. But as I said, I don't want to start off big and then find out it's not for me, and then I've wasted a lot of time and effort and money. So I'll start off small, got the one thing, and we'll see, and then go from there. So yeah, tell me what your thoughts are and your suggestions, opinions, ideas, anything like that. I'd really appreciate it. Right, what I want to do now is I want to get my DK shaker on the go. I want to put my Mediclay in. I haven't put it in for a quick look. It's been 2 weeks now. I've had them really cold days and I didn't do it, so it's about time it went in. So yeah, so I want to get that in now, get that sorted, and then there's not much else I can do today. And as I said, next week hopefully I'm going to get my 3 or 4 fish out, look them over, take some pictures and see who wants them. So we'll go on from there. So yeah, don't forget the Facebook, as I said, pop on over there. And again, Martyn's Koi Pond and Garden, pop over and see him, show him your support. Yeah, and that's it for now. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe, really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the little bell to get your notifications, and pop over to Facebook. So yeah, that's it for now. So until the next one, stay safe. Jobs are good.